Dude, the songs for this show do not miss. Oh, what is happening? What's up, everyone? Today we are watching all the openings for My Hero Academia. I've talked about it a few times before here on the channel, but my brother is one of the people that really got me into the anime genre, and this is one of his personal favorite shows. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on the My Hero Academia openings, even the show as well, and whether I should watch it. On a separate note, before we get started, I just recently finished the first season of Sword Art Online and really enjoyed it. My reactions to all of those episodes are over on Patreon, as well as shows including One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Vinland Saga, and all of the first season of Sword Art Online now. You can check it out over there if you're interested. The link will be down in the description. Been saving this one for a while, but now I am excited to finally watch the My Hero Academia openings. Let's do it. As is the case with almost everything I watch here on the channel, never seen any of My Hero before, so looking forward to getting a vibe for what the show is all about in today's reaction. The first opening is called The Day. Oh, okay. Wait, I've heard this song before. I'm getting sort of a superhero vibe. Plus Ultra. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I guess it is called My Hero. I mean, what I'm thinking about initially is maybe that it's like a school for superheroes. Maybe he wants to go to it. I don't know. The song is great. It's very catchy. And I like the aesthetic of the opening too. I don't know, who's this? You guys know I love the flashbacks. This guy seems like an enemy, not a friend. Yeah. I have heard this before. When have I heard this? I've heard this before. I don't know where, though. Because I know I haven't seen the show. The characters look awesome. That's sick. I love this first opening. That was awesome, dude. I can't help but think I've heard that song before. I'm pretty sure it's because I have an anime playlist on Spotify that I listen to relatively frequently. And I'm pretty sure that's where I've heard that song. But anyways, loved the first opening. Kind of got the vibe that this is a superhero-esque show. Maybe our main character wants to be a superhero, but can't be for some reason. Or maybe he's like not good enough to be or something. And then the other thing I thought was really important to focus on was that there was the duality between he and the other guy. Kind of almost like a Naruto Sasuke from Naruto, that sort of vibe. I'm like over a dozen episodes into Naruto now and loving that. Complete side note. So anyways, a couple things I picked up on the first opening. Opening number 2 is called Peace Sign. Let's do it. I think this guy has or now he's wearing something different, isn't he? Was he wearing that in the first opening? The really cool superhero looking guy, like with the big chin, strikes me as one of my favorite looking characters in these openings so far. I think this is the other guy who was like the other side of the screen in the first opening. That is such a cool design concept for super speed. Having like exhaust pipes coming out of your calves. I feel like they're all wearing the same. Yeah, they are all wearing the same thing now. I like the bird or crow. I don't know what you call him, but this guy, big chin guy, is what I call him. The design in particular is something I'm really liking about the characters in this show. So clearly, after having seen the second opening, they've sort of come together. Maybe they're like a unit or a crew, or they're all in school together. You know, they're all wearing the same jumpsuits. I'm still getting the vibe they're kind of just training to become superheroes, more or less. But the design concepts for the characters is really cool. Probably my favorite one was the guy who had the exhaust pipes coming out of his calves. I just thought that was really a fun way to depict super speed, if that is his ability or power or whatever. So let's go ahead and hop into opening 3. I'm loving all of these so far. Opening 3 is called Sora ni Uteba, I believe. So here we go. Ooh, different color palette so far. Oh, now he's fighting the main superhero guy. Or maybe they're not fighting. Maybe they're working together. Ooh, okay. I like the visuals a lot for this. I really enjoy the way the logo looks. I know that's something small, but that's the super speed guy, I think. Yeah. Oh, sick. He's got some armor that's like going over his legs. I think one of my favorite shows about potentially favorite parts about potentially watching this show is that I'd be able to, you know, slowly understand what each person's power is. Ooh, what the heck is going on with that person? Seems like we saw that guy in the first opening too, with the one eye. Seems like our main character's power has something to do with electricity almost. I'm digging this. Back to the original color palette. I saw the phrase plus ultra there at the end as well. I think I've seen that more than once so far. Not really sure what that means yet. Another thing that I wanted to touch on with the third opening was the guy with, he's covering his face, kind of has the one eye. Seems to be probably pretty important. Maybe he's the main antagonist of the show. We'll see if we can get a better sense in the rest of the openings. Opening 4 is called Odd Future. Here we go. Oh, we got some English words in here. So it seems like season 1 and 2 is them like training to be superheroes. And then season 3 and on might just be them being superheroes. Oh, sick. I think one of the probably the most fun parts as a developer of a show like this is that you're able to create so many different characters with so many different abilities. I feel like that'd be really fun. This might be, other than the first opening, my favorite song so far. This has a really fun vibe. Dude, our main character seems like he's already gotten so much stronger since the first opening. This dude looks like he came right out of Attack on Titan. Man, this one is, I'm liking this one. Opening 4, man. This is good stuff. Okay, I know this is super silly, but has anyone ever seen My Fairly Odd Parents? There was a hero in that show called the Crimson Chin, I think, and he had this just massive chin. Is it bad that that's all I can think about when I look at the Captain America looking guy behind our main character? Only thing I really want to say about opening 4 was that the song was pretty incredible. I think opening 4 is probably my second favorite of the 4 we've seen so far, behind opening 1. But I really haven't had one that stood out as like far and away not as good as the others. I think they've all been pretty great. So opening 5 is called Make My Story. So let's hop into this one. Ooh, have we seen that person yet? Wait, he's wearing a mask now? Or maybe he's always had one, I just didn't notice. Maybe he had that in the last opening, he just didn't wear it. Man, the characters in this show just look so cool. This guy seems new, like an evil policeman or something. I feel like we're getting a lot new characters in this opening. This is a catchy song as well. Okay, has a mustache made out of fire. Oh, this is the same guy from the first opening. Look at that little purple dude. And some invisible hands. Sick. Whew. I don't know if you guys could tell. I was trying to suppress a sneeze that entire 5th opening. But other than that, I liked it. It was probably not as high as like opening 1 or opening 4 for me personally. But again, getting to see all of these different heroes at the end was probably my favorite part about that one. I saw a guy with like 6 different arms, but they were like webbed arms. So again, I feel like part of the novelty of this show is that you get to experience just a vast array of different characters with different powers and abilities. So that personally excites me about potentially watching this. So opening 6, we've got Polaris. Here we go. All right. It seems to me, and I probably focus on the story too much when I watch openings, to be honest with you. I feel like I've tried to get better at that. Having said that, it seems to me that the main bad guy for this show is the maybe the guy who was covering his face with the one eye. I don't know. It's been hard to tell so far who the main bad guy might be, if there is a main bad guy. Did he change? Looked like he was wearing a different outfit than he was in the other openings. Now, who is this? I don't know. Have we seen this person before? Maybe a love interest? I feel like every time I say a love interest, it always ends up being like a sibling or something like that. Ooh, nice ending. That's awesome. The girl there at the end definitely seemed important in some way. Not exactly sure kind of how she relates to the main character. Again, whether she's a love interest, maybe a sibling. Definitely seemed like our main character was trying to save her in some way from something. So opening number 7 is up next. We've got Star Maker. Here we go. Okay, so definitely probably the most uniquely different style of opening thus far. Like, I don't know if you're able to tell by watching this video, but in every background, I think you can tell, on every background screen, there's these little like dots or stars that make it seem like more comic booky or retro looking, sort of. Very different vibe. I mean, this one almost feels like a different show. Now, I don't know if we've seen this. Maybe we have seen this person, but much of the focus is on her rather than on the main character for this one. Oh, cool. That girl has, like, lizard powers. I haven't noticed that yet. There's Flaming Mustache Man. Are they in prison? Why are they all wearing orange? Huh. Interesting. I don't know what to think of that one. I think as someone who obviously hasn't seen this show, on the surface, opening 7 might have seemed like the least interesting, but I can totally see how kind of showing the less superhero, more human side of some of these characters in this opening might be appealing to people who watch the show, that they're more than just heroes in a way. And then they're all playing in a band together at the end or something. I don't know what that was about, but opening 7, as someone who hasn't seen the show, probably not one of my favorites of the ones we've seen so far, but I could definitely see myself developing a love for it if I have watched the show. So, having said that, opening 8 is up next, and ironically, it's called Number 1. So, opening 8 referred to as Number 1. Man, the songs for all of these don't miss, though. Like, there has not been a weak song so far. Doing some free-fighting crime stretches. I really like the bird guy, the way he looks. The characters in this are just so cool looking. Did this guy always have half and half red and white hair? This guy's face looks... Can't tell if he's like a robot or what's going on. I love every single song has such a amazing beat drop. Is he fighting him now? Oh, wait, is that a new person? And we still haven't seen the girl he was saving 2 openings ago since that moment at the end of the opening 7, I think it was, or opening 6. Man, I love at the end of each of these openings that we get an opportunity to see a still image of all of the characters, all of the heroes together. All of their outfits are so bright and colorful, it really adds to sort of the tone of the opening as well. Opening 8 was definitely one of the stronger openings so far, in my opinion. Really enjoyed that one. We've only got 3 more now, so we've got opening 9 up next, and this one is called Merry-Go-Round. Oh, songs for this show do not miss. Ooh, new logo? Oh no, it switched, okay. Dude, I like this song so much. Are they older now? He looks like he's older. Like, look at his arm. He looks buff. Okay. So I'm getting a sense that these other 2 guys, along with the main character, are more core to the story in some way. Dude, I love this one so far. Music is so important for a good opening. And every single one of these has not missed. And I especially love this song. There's our guy with the one eye. What is this song? I need to listen to this in my free time. Okay. Wait. Is the Flaming Fire Hero the same guy as the Crimson Big Chin guy? It was at the end? Oh, man. I think based just off the fact that that one ended and I was shocked that it was already over, I think opening 9 might be my favorite so far. The song for that one made such a huge difference into how much I loved it. Don't get me wrong, the visuals were good too. I enjoyed kind of the way they depicted the 3 main guys together throughout it. But man, the song was so good for opening 9. Our penultimate opening, we've got 2 more. Opening number 10 is called Hitamuki. So here we go. Jam Jam. Talk about retro looking. Yeah, they got all kinds of comic book stuff going on this one. I kind of like it. It feels like a comic book, but almost doesn't feel retro. Feathers? Do the feathers mean we lose our crow friends? Ooh. That might be one of the best looks we've had at our antagonist so far. It seems like the buff Captain America Big Chin guy has kind of taken more of a backseat role in the last few openings. Whereas he was very prominent in the first few. Oh, there he is right there. Wait, does that mean he's not alive if there's a statue of him? Oh, cool. I love the way it shows his power. Dude, that was awesome. I can definitely see a progression of this show from what it was in the first opening to what it is now that we've just seen the 10th opening. I feel like in the first opening, it was really about the main character and his looking up to the buff Captain America Big Chin guy and kind of him being a hero, the main character wanting to be a hero too. Now we're like way far past that. Like, I don't even know if the buff Captain America Big Chin guy is still alive. And it seems like our main character, along with our other two main supplementary characters, the guy with the split hair and the guy with the white hair with the big, blasters on his hands or whatever you want to call them. It seems like they have now kind of been formed as the core focus or unit of the show. And we got our best glimpse of the bad guy in opening 10. We got to actually see both his eyes for the first time. So I can definitely see the trajectory of what this show is like. It seems like a show I would love, honestly. Let me know again if I should watch this one. But we do have one more opening, and it's opening 11, and it's called Bokurano. So here we go, our last opening for My Hero Academia. Okay, a little slower start. Ooh, the world looks more apocalyptic. Like, what happens? And the characters are almost drawn slightly differently, too. Kind of in the same way that the animated Amazing Spider-Man movies recently have looked. I don't know, the animation is slightly different. The outlines look thicker. Kind of more of that comic book vibe. Ooh, what the heck is going on there? I feel like he's so much stronger than he used to be. I bet the fight scenes in this show are so cool. Oh, that was interesting. What is happening? This little boy was trapped inside this other person that was created? I don't know. That was a really nice ending, though, there at the end, getting a glimpse of all of them again. I gotta say, the most interesting part about that one for me was very obviously the little boy coming out of what looked like was this decrepit human. Like this boy just being pulled from or emerging from it, like he was being freed in some way by our main protagonist. And so that's obviously a storyline that's important to the show. As to what it means, obviously I'd have to watch to find out. But for the opening itself, I'd say it was pretty strong. I would say it wasn't one of my favorites, but nonetheless, it was a really good note to end on for a set of openings that honestly did not have a single one that missed, or it came anywhere near a miss for that matter. I believe the 7th season of My Hero comes out in about 2 months from the time of this recording. I think it comes out in May of 2024. So, I would love to watch all of the first 6 seasons in the next 2 months. I don't know how realistic that is, but if you think I should watch My Hero Academia, let me know down in the comments. Thank you to all the patrons on the screen right now. As a reminder, if you're interested in checking out my content over on Patreon, the link will be down in the description. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me know down in the comments once again what you want to see me react to next. And until next time, have a good one. Peace.